Sorry, guys. I was totally muted. I was talking away. Sorry. Thanks, Tan. I was like, why is everybody looking at me funny? All right. So Chelsea and I had a great chat today. And you know what? We're just really excited. I know we always have so many Zooms and trainings and calls and parties and events. Oh, here's my little one. Here, Harley. But you know what? The biggest thing is that we want you guys to know that we're here for you. We've been through, all the people that are successful in this business, we've been through it all, okay? So we're just here to go over some, key things that we wanted to go over with you tonight. And, we're going to share our stories, go over a few key topics that we wanted to go over. And then at the end, if anyone has any questions, that's what we're going to do, okay, you guys? So first things first, what we're going to do is just share our stories. Oh, here comes Harley. Harley's here now too. Okay. So much for the My Little Pony movie. All right. See, you can do this business anywhere, right? So the biggest thing, you guys, is I don't know if everybody knows my story. I don't know if everybody knows Chelsea's story, but we're going to share it with you right now. Okay. Chelsea, did you want to go first?
I can, yeah.
You can go first.
Alrighty. Hey guys. A lot of you know me. Some may not. I am Chelsea Cooper. I'm a triple diamond here with It Works Global, and this is my handsome Phil Tessero. He's a diamond leader with It Works. I started in the business 2.5 years ago, and about a year in, whenever I promoted to diamond, he joined me. And we've just been rocking it out ever since. My background's in personal training. I'm also a former broadcast narrator with Dodge Chrysler. I kind of hit my breaking point, essentially, when I was traveling around a lot. Let's see. Somebody's not muted. Sorry. I kind of hit my breaking point, though, when I was traveling around like 9 months out of the year, living out of a hotel room 5 to 15 days at a time. I just got to the point where I was like, I'm doing this. I'm traveling. I love to travel, but I'm not able to really see the things that I want to see. I'm really burnt out. I was getting paid good, but I wasn't getting paid what I should have been for the work and travel and everything, right? So, closing on, 29, 30 years old, and I didn't have a savings account at the time. So that really hit me hard. I was like, something's got to student online as well. So very busy, but still making it happen. I just got to the point where I needed a change. So I remember waking up in my hotel room. I think it was Thanksgiving, and I wasn't with my family for the third year in a row. And I put my head in my hands, and I was just crying because I said, there's got to be more. Like I'm seeing pictures of people with their families, and I wasn't with mine. And enough was really enough. So I prayed really hard for a good man and a good job opportunity. This one showed up not long after. The big man definitely provided. And then I guess about a year later, the business opportunity, I finally decided to jump in after watching Tanis for 7 months. And Tanis has been in my life for a long time, over 10 years. And this business really brought us together. I watched her not have to go back to work after mat leave. And I can't say, I kind of was a skeptic, but then again, I wasn't. Like, I understood the business aspect of things, but I was just like, how is this possible, right? Like, what's this patch that people are putting on their body and like, making their skin look fabulous? Like, what is this? As a personal trainer, that of course is my first thought. Mm-hmm. And I realized once I educated myself, I was like, wow, this is a gold mine, and this is going to help a lot of people. And it very well has. And I jumped in. After 7 months, I gave my head a shake, and now 2.5 years later, here we are. I actually was able to quit that traveling job that I was unhappy at about 8 months into my business. And this is it. And now Phil still plays hockey, and then this is our business that we do together.
Awesome. Thanks, Chelsea.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you know what? I love that Chelsea said that she watched me for 7 months, because I want you guys, for those who don't know my story, I watched someone for over a year. I just kept watching. I didn't comment, I didn't message her. I just kept watching her and watching her and watching her. And I was super skeptical. We were never getting ahead. We were, paycheck to paycheck. We had debt up to our eyeballs. And actually, for the Americans, you guys on here, in Canada, you get a year for mat leave, okay? Okay, Harry, you're right there. Oh my goodness. Heaven forbid I interrupt My Little Pony. Anyway, you know what? So in Canada, you get a year for mat leave, okay? So it sounds great, but you're not getting all that pay. So while we were on mat leave, Jay lost his job about halfway through, and then it was really not good, okay? So then what happened is I kept watching this girl, and I was getting desperate. Jay and I were fighting. We were never getting ahead. Like I said, we had debt, so much debt, okay? And it wasn't good. And if you have a house and cars and bills and, I've never been a huge spender, but just, going to the grocery store, having to watch, right, what I was spending. So I was sick and tired of that. And at my job before, I didn't want to go back. I was sick and tired I was running a gym, a couple gyms of my friend. Harley, can you please go in the other room? That's not happening. But you know what? I was making someone else very wealthy by running his business and signing up people. And, I was at a gym. I was a gym manager. I did like everything at the gym. And you know what? I was like, okay, I kept seeing this girl on Facebook who literally changed her life around. She was basically how I was, at low, low, low. I was at lost, depressed, like, mom, and just Jay and I were fighting all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I told Jay I was going to do this. I was going to jump all in. It was going to change our lives. And he just looked at me and he's like, okay, well, you got to start making money, right? So, a lot of men, if you guys have spouses, whether it's male or female, and they're feeling skeptical, I get it, because mine was like that too, okay? So I jumped all in and I really took it seriously from day one. For those who don't know, I had an enroller who literally signed me up and I never spoke to again, okay? And a lot of people who were probably in my position would have been down and out about that. Maybe they would have quit, but I reached up to my uplines because I had a double diamond and a presidential above me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to them for help. I didn't have a team page. I didn't have anything. I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew is that I was excited and I wanted to be consistent every day. And I was going to try new things because I had to get to diamond. I had to make diamond happen. Jay's like, you have to get to diamond. I went to conference right away, couldn't afford to go, but I couldn't afford not to go. So I flew down there, I went by myself, roomed with people I hadn't met before. I sat in the back of the room and I sat there and I just was like, oh my God, like this company is amazing. When you see, the culture and the family and the CEO who know me now, and like it was just surreal. So they announced the bonuses because at conference they always announce some exciting bonus or something. And I was like, okay, I'm getting that $10,000 bonus. This is going to change our lives. So I came home and I just ran and I was doing parties. I was doing one-on-ones. I stayed consistent on Facebook every single day. Every single day. I still do. Even though you guys know I have stuff going on in my life too, I do not miss a day because this was my main priority for me, and it still is. So I got to diamond in 3.5 months. And, after that, I just kept going, and I had people who came in, quit, left, came in, like it happens all the time. And then I had some runners that came in, right? I had, Chelsea and Robin, and, I had a lot of great girls on my team that just kept going with me, right? And the biggest thing with this business is that I thought everybody was going to join and have the same goals as me, but I was very wrong. I was very wrong with that, right? People have a bad week and they quit. People join the business and they haven't done anything and then they're mad they haven't made any money, right? So it happens all the time. And, this big business has gone, from us being never getting ahead, paycheck to paycheck, to completely debt free. I retired Jay. We're a full-time family. We go on trips. We can do what we want now. And it's been, yeah, we're a family, as Harley says. We're a family. I don't know what she's doing with the window over there. Harley, can you please stop that? Thank you. But the biggest thing is that you make a decision in this business and you go all in, or it's hard to be successful. Okay. So I wanted to just share a little bit about, Chelsea and I. And, Harley, can you please go in the other room? Sorry, guys. I knew this was going to happen. But, the coolest thing that I want to talk about is that anyone can do this. I had no idea what I was doing. Chelsea had never done anything like this before. And the people that come in and they really need this are the ones that make it happen. The people who come in and they're like, oh, I'm going to see how it goes, like I got started going with parties. I did Facebook, Instagram. I did one-on-ones. I was talking to every single person I knew, right? Because this business, what we're sitting on, is a gold mine, right? So Chelsea and I want to talk a little bit about consistency right now. Chelsea, did you want to get into a little bit about consistency and how you started going with your business and how you became successful? I'm unmuting you now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We had a knock on the door. We have a guest apparently. Yeah. So I just, like I talked about, like it took me 7 months to kind of like get a brain cell for what this was. Cause like working from home is something that we're not taught that, right? Like we're taught that we have to like go to school. Not that school is not important. Education is very important, but we're taught that we have to kind of get on that workhorse and just like go, go, go. And maybe never ever make ends meet, never have a savings account, never do the things that we really want to do. And the thought that that was like something that could happen to me, that fired me up. And I was like, no, I'm going to go against the grain here and I'm going to do something different. And again, after watching Tanis, I jumped in and I told her from day one, I was like, I'm going to go Black Diamond. I don't know what that means. I know that Black Diamonds make $100,000 a month and they help a lot of people. So I'm going to do that. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'm going to do that. And you know what? Like everybody on this call is well on their way. You guys have all made the decision to jump in and you're all here to learn and to grow. And that possibility is there for everybody. So kudos to all of you for that. I literally said, the age old saying is, if you want to be successful, do as the successful do. And that's what I did. I started asking Tanis a million questions. 2.5 years later, I still do. And that's the cool thing about this business is you're always learning, right? You're always bettering yourself. You're always learning new things in the business. And there's a lot of self-growth that goes into this too. And consistency is so important. It really is. 2.5 years, I haven't missed a day of posting. And now posting is not working your business fully. It is showing up to the job because it's showing that you're open for business. But if you're posting without asking, that's kind of where an issue could lie, because then you're just advertising for the person that's going to ask if somebody, hey, like you'd be amazing at this. Hopefully that makes sense. Or, hey, like this product would really help whatever it is that you're going through. Maybe somebody made a post about wanting to grow their hair out. That's where the ask can happen. And I just learned, I took notes. I have my notebook right here. I've had the same one forever. I have a few more now, but I've had this since I started. I literally went to Joann's, got this, bedazzled it, because that's just me. I made it my own, and this is like my little black book. I write down my steps to success in this. I write down my accomplishments in this every month. Even if I have, we're all human. We all have bad months. Even if I have a bad month, I'll put down something. That way I can look back on it and be like, well, what was I doing then that maybe I could get back to and do now, or that I could change or get better at. And then I put my potentials in here as well. So your potentials essentially are your hundreds list. And that's something that is always growing. So for many of us, our hundreds list are now like a thousands list. And that's what I do. That's something that, some people will say, no, not right now. Write them down and just follow up with them. We all go through a life situation every 6 months. So who knows, maybe the person doesn't need the business or the products right now, but in 6 months they may need to, or they may need it. So that's something that I do. And I just kept learning. I dove into watching Top Earner YouTubes, and again, started taking notes here. Even in my school notebook, instead of doing schoolwork, I was taking notes for my business. But you really have to make that unwavering decision that you're going to be both feet, off the shore with this. You can't be 1 foot in the boat, 1 foot on the shore, because then if you're like that, then you're not going to put in the necessary action. You're kind of already having disbelief in yourself. So you're not going to take the necessary action to be successful. It's kind of like your mind over matter. Your mind will hold you back, even if maybe you don't think it is. So yeah, do you guys have any questions at all? Hopefully I made sense. Sorry, I'm just opening the chat. Okay.
I was just talking again and on mute.
You're good. You're good. No worries.
You said that, Chelsea. You make the decision in this business. I know which people that come in are serious and ones that aren't, the ones that want my help. Like I'm doing a party tomorrow for a rock star on one of my girls' teams, and I am happy to help her because this girl wants this, If, I'm not going to chase people, like, no one had to chase me. My enroller is a Ruby, and she has presidentials, triples, doubles, diamonds all underneath her, right? She never had to chase me to do this, right? I was ready. I'm ready every single day. I want to do better. I want to get better so I can be better for my team and for my family and for myself, right? So like Chelsea said, and, we're on a call every month with like, Mark and Pam and Cami and, and all those, all our amazing corporate team. And, this business, it's not easy, right? But I think a lot of us overcomplicate it, right? from day one, all I did was to get to diamond is I kept doing, like I was excited, I was consistent, and I was just doing more. I remember the month I went diamond, it was March or April. I don't remember. April, I think. And I was like, I am getting this $10,000, this US bonus. And that's like 14,000 for Canadian, right? And that changed everything. And every single day I was doing online parties. I was wrapping people. I did vendor events. I was growing my social media. Like, I have met some of the greatest customers and distributors on Facebook and then on Instagram, you guys know our French team. I met Caroline in a Facebook group and I connected with her for over a year, and then she joined, right? And I mean, I'm just using her as an example because you can meet anyone in groups that you don't know. I mean, Chelsea and I knew each other from years ago, like 10, 11 years almost now. But when we basically met, became Facebook friends. And as soon as I joined you guys, the biggest thing I thought of 5 people I wanted right away in my business. And Chelsea was one of them. Another one of them is a diamond on the team. And, a lot of people ignored me. A lot of people joined eventually. A lot of people became customers. A lot of people ignored me. And, it hurts sometimes, right? Because you think your friends and your family are going to be supportive. And you guys I have a family they have no clue what this is all about. And I just laugh now. It doesn't bother. I mean, it bothers me sometimes, yes. You haven't done a wrap party. Honestly, everybody should be doing a party. My presidential at the time, she was like, Hannes, you need to do a launch party. You need to do a launch party. And remember, the girl who signed me up was MIA, right? So I listened to my presidential. I knew what she was earning. And I was going to her all the time and saying, okay, what do I need to do? I knew what she was earning. I needed that. I wanted that. She never did anything for me, but she helped me and told me, and our team page, you guys, we have everything. Like, we are, it's amazing. We have team parties. We have Denise, our Black Diamond, doing Zooms with us. And, you don't have to get on them, but you should. I mean, right? You should, or at least get on there after when you can, right? So I love that you said that, Chelsea, about just being consistent and, being parties. Like Chelsea does lots online. I mean, when I went diamond, I did in person and online. I do mostly online now. Chelsea, you do mostly online, right? Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I do a lot of in person. I mean, whenever we go to new cities, like I try to book vendor events right away so I can meet people face to face, right? And then kind of start building that relationship there. Like Phil went on the road Saturday for an away game, and there was like a boutique blowout, and it wasn't like vendors like what we do, but it was all clothing, which trouble anyways, right? But I went there just to network and just to blitz and meet people, and I met like 3 to 4 really awesome girls that had really great personalities that I'm now Facebook friends with. So now it's just about growing that relationship and letting them see what I do. And that's why being consistent on your social media feed is really important too. Just showing your adventure doesn't mean be spammy. I always say it, don't be the ShamWow guy. Buy this for $9.99. Now buy this for $30, whatever it is, right? Like, you never want to be that, but you just want to be you and talk to people like you are talking to your best friend and show what you're doing during the day and just be excited and be that light in people's eyes and be positive. And that's what I do. And then once I get to know the people, then I will book a party for them. Now, when it comes to online, that's kind of the beauty of social media. We can do that for anybody anywhere in the world, which is really cool. So if you're currently growing a relationship with somebody, maybe somebody's trying to like pre-sell wraps to join the business, throw an event for them and have them invite what we would call like their dirt list, like the first 20 to 30 people they can think of, people that love you and that would buy dirt from you if you were selling dirt. Like literally, like these people would just support you just because they love you. Get those people there. If they're pre-selling wraps, get those people to come because they'll be like, oh, okay, you will need a wrap for $25 and you want to do this, this, and this. Let's do it. So hopefully that'll help you guys because I know a lot of you welcome new people to the team pages and everything. So
yeah, and use those team pages, you guys, because I know a lot. I have talked to a lot of people to close distributors for. So if you ever need whoever your Diamond and Up leader is, or if Chelsea or myself, if you guys need us and, we're your direct, like come to us. And I'm always happy to talk. I talked to like 4 or 5 potentials yesterday of people. So I'm always happy to help. Just please come to us and let us know, but I like what Chelsea was talking about earlier about, well, I was talking about it too. We were talking earlier on the phone. Sorry, my brain isn't working today. But about vision. And that's the biggest thing with events. You guys, a lot of people will join this business and they give up way too soon because they don't understand. Like, if I knew where I'd be at 2 years ago when I was a diamond and I was like struggling and I was like going through so much, I never in my like wildest dreams could have imagined that this would have happened. But you know what? If you work really hard, like, don't think of it as short term. Think of it as the big picture, okay? Think like in a year from now where you're going to be. You know what I mean? And think about in 2 years from now where you're going to be. But you have to really put in the work, you guys. Like, I talked to a girl today and she's like, yeah, like I tried that for like 2 months. I tried a direct sales company and I did it for 2 months. Like, you know, it just didn't work for me. And I said, well, I can see why. And she said, well, what do you mean? And it was all through voice message. And I'm always nice, but I'm honest. And she's like, well, I worked really hard for 2 months. And I said, well, I've been working really hard for almost 3 years. And I think when people really get it, what it takes to put in the work for a business like this, yeah, you can make $5,000 a month. You can make $20,000 a month. You can make 30, 40. You guys, there was one check in the summer. My paycheck started with a 5, and it had, it was 5 figures, right? So, but the thing is like, you have to understand the work that goes into it, right? You have to understand that it is like a house, right? It's like building, it's like building a house, right? And you have to realize that people are going to come and go. You can't I've wasted my time on a lot of people trying to get them to see the vision, and they're either going to get it or they don't. They're either going to want to run with you and work this business and do parties. I see the girls who are doing parties and are doing events and are doing all these things to really better their business. Posting on Facebook, it's not, I don't know, unless you have a huge friends list and you're really following up with people and you're on Instagram and you're posting on Facebook is just posting on Facebook. Because remember, a lot of people aren't even going to see your posts. You really have to message people and connect with people. And that's how I've grown my business. I tell people when I want them on my team, I'm all about quality over quantity. I'm not the person who signs 1 million distributors a month. But I would rather sign the keeners who really want it than force someone to sign up just because I'm trying to get a distributor, right? So, Chelsea, what do you have to say about vision? Like, you knew when you joined that you got it, right? And then you see what this business is all about. A lot of people don't even commit to trying to figure it out, right? Like, to me, yeah, Tara, you love doing events. You know what I mean? And when you get to events and you get to conference and you get to, you get that excitement and you stay close to the fire, right? And then you see what this company is all about and you see what the people are about. And, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but we have incredible leaders on our team, and I'm very proud of that. I'm not saying it's because of me. I'm just saying it's because, we're all just awesome, obviously. But, Chelsea, what can you say about vision and belief? And like, you have to believe in yourself. Like, you have to believe in yourself, the process, the company, because so many people don't believe. And if you don't believe you're not going to make $10,000 a month, you're not. If you don't, like, I believe I can be a black diamond now, and before I would be like $100,000 a month. Like, well, that's not normal, but why not? That means more people on my team are promoting and changing their lives. Why not? It's not about me, so.
Right. We are, it's not normal what we do. Like I said earlier, like we're taught to like go to school and kind of get on that 9-to-5 workhorse, but the new normal is what we're doing, right? Like what we do is now a profession. We see so many other companies that are network marketing companies, and it's just really awesome because technology has come so far and we literally can do anything in the palm of our hand. Like it's kind of scary sometimes, but it's so true. And what we need to do is really utilize that. And we do have so many different trainings. Our corporate team put together an amazing training in our back office, which is eSuite. And they revamped it around green carpet time in June, right? And now they update it every single month. There's new videos from corporate and it's just really uplifting and really awesome. There's always incentives, guys. There's no reason that all of you can't be banking on these $100 unlimited bonuses. It's going to change so many lives. And I know some of you are probably like, oh, easier said than done, but that's that negative mindset. We have to get out of that, because truly what you think you become, if you genuinely are saying that, oh, my team's not working, or, oh, this is hard, or, oh, well, guess what? That comes down to you and your mindset. That's where self-development has to kick in, and you need to pick up a book and dive into it and pour into yourself and light that fire from within, and truly believe that you're worth it, because every single one of you are. Every single one of you are here because of something. Right? You have a huge why. You may not have a success story yet. You may have a success story, but you all have a story, right? Something brought you here. We're all over the age of 18, right? It's 18 to join the business. So we've all lived. We've all went through tough times. We've all gone through really amazing times. And that's your why. That's your story. So talk about that on your social media. When I say don't be the ShamWow guy, don't be the ShamWow guy. Talk to people. Whenever you're writing a post, it doesn't have to be an essay, but just write it like you're talking to someone. You know, like you're thinking of that single mama that is really struggling right now that could really benefit from these unlimited bonuses, or from some of the products. Maybe she needs a stress relief, right? Like she could benefit from the Confianza. Just be you and talk how you would normally talk. And that'll help it not feel like work. That'll help you kind of be a light in somebody's life. And I can guarantee you, you're going to have more interaction that way, and people will genuinely be able to connect with you. So whenever you believe in yourself, people will vibe off of that, and then they'll see it and they'll be like, wow, you're something, you know, you're that person that sticks out to me. I see that you're hustling. I see that you're in this business. What do? You know, and don't wait for people to come to you. Not saying that, because we really do have to grow out of our comfort zone and talk to people. But whenever you're telling your story and you're being genuinely you, it makes it a little bit easier. You know, just be you and be consistent. That's literally it. And believe that you are worth this, because you absolutely are.
I love that. And you know, your story, that was the biggest thing. When you join, I know a lot of people, they're not sharing their story, and you need
Right.
to sign up distributors and customers. I actually put on my Facebook today, I wasn't sure if I should do it about, you know, when people add people to groups and pages and stuff. I was a little worried about posting that because I didn't want it to sound negative. Okay. But, you know, I thought, you know what, a lot of people just don't know. You know, I get people asking me to join like companies I've never heard of, and that I'd be such a great leader. And I'm like, okay, thank you, but I'm good. Most people just don't know. And you know, I saw on, I'm not going to say any names, but I saw on the page today, people are, you know, complaining how, you know, nothing's happening in their business. But I mean, I go and look on their Facebook and nothing, I mean, maybe they're doing tons of parties, right? But I don't think they are, right? So this business, if you are obsessed with it and you are ready to learn and you are ready to just go, you know, I mean, like Denise is our black diamond, and we have Zoom. I mean, you know, I don't recommend just to message her. I mean, she's a very busy woman, right? But that's why she has the Zooms and the power hours with all her top leaders. And, you know, when I used to see her on stage like two years ago, you know, I never would have thought that, like, you know, our team would be such an incredible team in the company, right? So, and I also want you guys to know, like, I wanted to talk about this a little bit too, because I know Chelsea and I were saying this. I know a lot of people are going through things. I know a lot of people, you know, whether they're going through health or losing people or just tough stuff in their life. And my heart goes out to you, because I get it. I really do get it. And I want you to know that, you know, I get it, because I have my struggles too. And I share that because, you know, there's a difference between being negative on Facebook and, you know, sharing your dirty laundry, like, my boyfriend, he sucks, or, you know, I hate my cat. Oh, you know what I mean? Just stupid stuff on Facebook that people put up. And then 5 minutes later, they're like, join my team. I'm like, oh my gosh, no one on our team, because we wouldn't do that because we're perfect. But I feel like you can be real in this business. I am very real in this business. I do not sugarcoat things. I don't tell people to join my team. Oh, it's so easy. You can make $10,000 a month doing nothing. I don't do that. I'm very real with people. I say, listen, this business works if you treat it seriously. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get it paid like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, you're going to be paid like a business, right? We have many top earners on our team. We have many diamond and up, you know, almost ambassadors on our team, you know? So yes, people relate to our struggles more than our success. Absolutely. I'm not sure who said that. iPhone. Who was that said that? Someone on an iPhone, which could be anyone. But that's true, you guys. Like, we're not perfect. And the people who are, Joanna, thanks, Joanna. And it's true. Like, people, you have to give people hope. But if you're not talking about the business opportunity and you're not asking people to join your team, guess what? You're not going to sign up distributors. You're not. And if you're not passionate and talking about, I know for me, you guys, I said to myself, the end of October, early November, I was like, I need to sign up more customers. Because I didn't stop, but I wasn't talking enough about the products. And as soon as I changed my mindset and it was like, I'm going to sign more customers, guess what? I started signing up more customers. I shifted what I was doing. I still talk to every single day people about, but if you are planting those seeds now, you guys, like going into the new year, like boom, like I'm telling you, people need this, but you have to be obsessive with what you do. You have to be confident even if you don't feel confident. Borrow belief from Chelsea or I, you know what I mean? If you're feeling unsure about things, but people want to join people who are going somewhere. People want to join people. They don't want to join someone who posts once a week and then complains about their life. They don't. They want to join people, when that they're saying like, I'm going ambassador, I'm going diamond, my team is doing this, people don't want to join a negative person. They don't. Okay. I'm not saying any of you guys are negative. I'm just saying, don't put up bad stuff on Facebook, right? Does anybody have any questions about anything we've talked about so far? I have you guys all muted. So I know Chelsea and I were going to say, who is all going to conference?
Our students.
Yay! Everyone's going to conference? Awesome. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself because I'm like, everybody's on mute. Chelsea, what did you want to share just about like conference and events and showing up on Zooms and trainings and?
You know what? We always live by a motto, and it's show up to go up. Plain and simple. Whenever your mind is growing, your business is going to grow, and even past that, your life is going to grow. I think that we are so blessed with our team specifically just because we have so many people in our corner. There may be days where you want to pull your hair out. Yep, that's definitely going to happen, but that's just part of being a business owner. That's regardless if it's in network marketing or not. Whatever it is, you're going to have days like that. But at the end of the day, this business is never going to leave you. It's never going to hurt you. It's never going to do anything bad to you. So basically, regardless of whatever you're going through, like, just wake up and be like, I'm going to own this. Every single day is another opportunity to be better and to start over. So take that, with a grain of salt. And for those of you going to conference, I know majority of you on this call are going. It's literally so much more than a business changer. It is a life changer. You're going to just get so filled up. Like, you're going to have happy tears many times because the stories that you're going to hear are just going to be like, this is unbelievable. And just the energy in the room, being around 20,000 like-minded individuals is like, I can't even describe it, guys. I can't even describe it. Majority of the people end up promoting, even sometimes double promoting, leaving conference, which is really awesome. Just because, you just get so filled up and so fired up. And then a lot of people catch the vision there. We can say like, oh, we have the vision, but whenever your butt's in a seat there, for some reason the game changes. And then of course all the great incentives and our corporate team and all of the bonuses and everything, which are really amazing. But I just want you guys to dig deep. I really do. I know that life happens, but even when life's happening, find a way to tell a story through that every single day, because somebody needs to hear it. And it's up to us to be that light in people's lives. I think I've said that like 3 times tonight, but it's so true. And that is what's going to make you stand out. That is what's going to make you real, raw, and relatable. And people are going to say, she's real. She's not being the ShamWow person. She's passionate about what she does. And I want to reach out to her because she just seems like a cool person, or he just seems like an amazing dude. Okay. So, you just, please find that belief in you, because you're all so fantastic and you have found this business for a reason. It's not an accident, guys. And there's so many people's lives that have changed in this business. So many people are getting inducted into the Millionaires Club every day, and they all started as a distributor, right? It's just they've been in the business a little bit longer. That's all. So why not you? You know, give it some more time. You know, it's not always our timeline. I mean, I'm not here to preach, but the big man upstairs definitely has a timeline, right? So just keep working and meet up to that, because as long as you keep persevering and you're consistent with your business, it's going to pay off. I promise you it is. And if you ever feel like you need to change something up, come to us, because we can help you like figure out maybe something you can tweak, or maybe you should do more face-to-face parties, or maybe we can help you kind of step out of your comfort zone. Just anything, you know, we can find something that works for you. And this business is just awesome. And the people are amazing and our team is great. So don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever do it, because I promise you it'll pay off in the long run.
Yeah, and I love that. And don't ever forget why you started. You know,
Never.
Whenever someone's having a bad day, I'm like, you know, my why, of course, is my daughter and my family, and I was sick of us never getting ahead. But when you're having a bad day, and I have bad days, we all have bad days. I've been having a tough year, right? But then I think, like, you know, I have the freedom of time. I can do like anything with my family. I can, you know, like, yes, there's, you know, things that happen in the business. And the biggest thing that upsets me is when people who are so great give up on themselves. That's the biggest thing. I know Chelsea and I talk about this, and it happens all the time. But when I joined, I've come from just, you know, I played tennis in my life. I did, you know, lots of like activities and sports, and I understand that success takes time. I always understood that, you know. And I think a lot of people, they want to get to the top of the mountain without doing the climb. They want to get, they don't understand what like, you know, people look at, you know, people who are, you know, diamond, double, triple, presidential, ambassador, black diamond, like you can imagine what those people have gone through to get there. I mean, I look back on my journey and I think, holy crap, like, what are you doing? But like, yes, there's been many ups, but there's been many downs. There's been people who have quit. There's been people who have come in and totally surprised me. And then I've had friends who come in and join the business and I can't even get them on, you know, a Zoom, right? So you can't force someone to work their business and want to work this with you. You know, you can't force people to post on Facebook. You can't force people to get onto a party and invite 2 people. Just a second, baby. But it just shows people either want it or they don't, right? So I don't take it personally. I mean, I sign up people, you know, they either want to do it or they don't. I'm nobody's mom. And you guys, the team pages and the chats are there for you guys. You know, those team pages are for us. I love like the unity in our team and everybody. Sorry guys. Can you come sit with me? Shh, what do you want? You know, we have our team. Okay, I'll go get it for you. Okay. Our team pages and our chats, you guys, literally you could go on there any time of the day or night and someone's going to reply to you. If you message myself or Chelsea, like it's hard for me to get back to everybody. I'm not going to lie. And I, you know, that's what our pages and chats are there for, you guys, because, you know, it's hard to connect with everybody every single day, right? But, you know, that's so true. I like that, what you guys are saying here in the chat. And I get emotional about this business. Chelsea, we were talking about that earlier, right? I get emotional because it's like this business can truly change your entire life, but you have to treat it seriously. But you can have fun. Right? You know, maybe you didn't like your paycheck, you know, maybe your paycheck went down, maybe it'll go, you know, like, but anyone can promote this month, you know, anyone can promote in December, January, you know, you can go sign up a rock star tomorrow, you know, but it's your mindset, you know, don't say that you can't sign distributors and customers. Don't say that your business isn't going anywhere. Don't say that you suck. Don't say like nothing's working. Because when you say all those things, guess what? It's not good, right? Like you're putting it out there, right? And if you need personal development, or if you need, you know, to watch like The Secret or any type of videos that are going to pump you up, like the law of attraction is huge, you guys. Like if you're not believing in it, Harley, don't do that, okay? If you're not believing in it, how do you expect others to believe in you, right? You know, I'm not going to buy a product off someone on Facebook if they're not consistent and they don't really care about what they're doing. But if they're excited about it and then I get excited, well, heck yeah, I'm gonna support them. I'm gonna want to know more. you know, but you have to exactly manifest what you want, you know. You have to put on your computer that you are a diamond. You have to, you know, you have to want it so bad. Like, you have to want it so bad that you can just, you know, taste it. You can't say, oh, I'm going to try and promote this month. Say, I'm going to promote this month and it's going to happen and I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to wait to the 2 days at the end of the month to try and make it happen. You know, you have to try, you have to be constantly, you know, working. And I think a lot of times people wait till like the end of the month and they try and pull a promotion together. But it doesn't really work like that, right? And then help your team promote, right? And help the ones that want it and need you. You know, don't spend your time on people if they're not caring, because I have spent a lot of my time on people who don't care, you know. Harley, just a second. Okay, not that. Okay, take this. Not that, please. So did anyone have any questions about anything? I would love to anyone to chat or ask a question. Harley, please stop. Please stop.
I know some people were talking about like how busy they are and like how to fit the business in. And I mean, here's the thing, like I just kind of wanted to address is life's always going to be busy. You know what I mean? We all are given the same 24 hours, and it's kind of hard whenever you're a business owner because you can definitely let time get away from yourself, right? Because it really does take like yourself telling time where to go. So whenever I started, I mentioned, you know, I was traveling, I was working like 8 to 10 hour shifts. We weren't allowed to have our phone on the floor with us. So I would have to find time to, whether it be like a lunch break or a bathroom break, I would do like mini power hours for myself. Power hours are, you know, Tanya, you're, you know, amazing at these. Basically it's an hour of focused work and they're like 5-minute or 10-minute intervals. And that's what I would do. So it might be like 5 minutes of commenting on people's statuses and just growing that, you know, making the algorithm where we can see each other's posts, right? Or making my posts or messaging people and leading with a compliment and just really coming out of my comfort zone and saying, girlfriend, like you are just a really cool person. I would love to work alongside you. I say that to people because if I feel like somebody has a light within them, like I want them on my team because we're going to be really good friends and we're just going to vibe off of each other. Right. And I want to help that person succeed. So that's kind of what I would do. I mean, everybody's busy, y'all. So we just really have to make this a priority because this is something that's going to take your life literally to a whole nother level. Like it's not a joke. Those $10,000+ checks, they're real life and it may take time and that's okay. You know, your timeline is not the same, you know, as mine or, you know, Danielle's isn't the same as Cindy's and Tana's isn't the same as Tony's. You know, everybody's timeline is different. So, just keep working hard and really make that decision for yourself. And I promise it's going to pay off. It truly, truly will, guys. 1,000,000%.
I love that. And you know what? I want you guys to think about this right now. If you close your eyes, where do you see yourself in 1 year? I know where I see myself because I think about it all the time. If you're not thinking about where you're going, you're not going to go, you can't get there, right? Mm-hmm. Someone interested in Jamaica. No, we're not. Oh, all right. Diamond, presidential. All right. I love this, you guys. But that's the thing. You have to, Danielle, I'm going to tag that in the. Mama, yeah, baby. You're too loud. Oh, sorry. I'm too loud, you guys, for the My Little Pony. Sorry, Danielle was just asking about the Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to repost this on the page, you guys. I did. Yes, you are. Jen, you're going to go diamond way before a year.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be way higher than
like all of you guys can. You guys, you look at the chart and it seems overwhelming. I printed out my chart the second day I started. No idea what I was doing. No clue. All I knew is I needed distributors and customers. I went to conference by myself. I had to make money. That was my motivation. And I was going to make it happen. And I did. But I had no idea how to place. I asked my presidential everything and and my double diamond everything about what to do. Because all I knew is I had to sign up distributors, customers, be excited, be consistent, and learn. And that's exactly what I did. And then I just kept learning. And then I got to diamond and I had no idea what I was doing. But then I was like, I want to go double diamond, And then during that whole, after diamond, you don't need to know everything. That's the cool thing about this business. You don't need to know everything. That's why we have the pages and the chats and, you're a leader, right? Like I said to you guys, my leader, she started basically, she wasn't the girl I watched for a year on Facebook. And the reason I didn't join that girl is because I didn't understand how it all worked. I thought I could just join someone in my area and we were all on the same team. I didn't know how it all worked, right? And I didn't really know that girl that I followed. But that girl I followed, I'm friends with her. And she said, like, oh, crap, I should have, like, followed up with you or messaged you. Because I kept watching her. When you tell people you want them on your team, you guys, Chelsea completely ignored me. I just kept asking her. I said, girl, you'd be so good at this. And I knew she was watching me. And I just kept, I wasn't annoying. I'm not an annoying person when I message people. I'm not saying you guys are. But I do it in a way that I compliment them and I say, hey, girl, I'm thinking about you. And anytime I started talking about something else, she would respond to me. But then I'd bring up the business. Same thing with Carol Ann, you guys. I wanted her on my team, and she kept kind of ignoring me. Mm-hmm. And then I made her a winner of my contest, and I sent her a wrap and greens and a thank you note, and I kept following up with her, and then she eventually joined, right? So be thoughtful with people. We had a party last week, and the winners that won are like 5 girls that are just girls potentials on our team that I've been chatting with them and building that third party tool. So maybe they'll join. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't even know them, but they're girls on my team. And be a friend to people. Like, that's what people want. You don't need to be a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. And I can sign up customers and distributors. And people join me because they trust me, you know, that I'm their friend. And, you know, I tell them my story. I tell them where I was. I tell them we were, you know, you don't have to have like the same story as me. You can say you joined to better your family's life, or maybe you already have an income and you're just doing this for fun, because I needed something for me too. Like, I was not in a good place, you know, and I've suffered from depression, anxiety, and, you know, just bad things in my life, you know, and it's okay to share stuff like that with people, you know. I'm going to talk about the business and do the same thing. You respond about something else. Exactly. I mean, unless someone flat out doesn't want to work the business, I think you can kind of tell. I mean, I can tell with people, you know, and some people, I don't want to sign someone up if they don't want to do it. I don't care. I'll just move on. But don't put all your seeds in one basket. You know, don't keep worrying. Like, if I kept waiting for Chelsea, I kept thinking about other people too. And I kept following up with Chelsea, but I thought about other people, you know? And then all of a sudden Chelsea was ready to join. And then all those other people I was talking to were ready to join. And then I kept following up with new people. Like, it's just, it doesn't have to be hard, but don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. I can't even talk. You guys know what I mean. Because I have a girl on the team. She's wonderful. I love her. I don't know if she's on here right now. But she was talking, I was helping her with this one girl, and the girl kind of went MIA and isn't really responding. I said, don't worry, you know, just don't focus on her. Focus on someone else. You know, you can't keep trying to get the same person to join, because then you'll be waiting on that person forever while you could think of new people. Chelsea, anything else you guys want? Anything else anyone wanted to talk about? Qualified leg. Okay, does everybody understand how the charts work? Anyone have questions about charting? It's not hard when you figure it out.
It's like a puzzle.
And you just ask us. You just ask the team page if you need help placing someone or moving someone. You know.
Yeah. So you can only move people within 24 hours. Just definitely, unless there's like some crazy promo going on. Like whenever we had the $9.99, $12.99 promo in June, I say $12.99 because that's how it was for Canada.
Yeah.
They gave us like what, 48 hours, 72 or something to move people.
Like 3 days, I think. Yeah.
I mean, because people can literally join for $10, which I mean, it was cool, good. But a lot of those people probably should have just been customers. But yeah, I mean, you get 24 hours to do that now, unless they change it, which corporate will tell you. And like Sunny said, yeah, a qualified leg is 400 volume. So PBV is your personal volume, and that is like what you would look at for your personal loyal customers, right, Tan? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Or your auto ship. So to be commission qualified, if you're not running an auto ship that's 80 volume, which I definitely highly recommend running an auto ship, guys, because it's just insurance for your business. And that way you can get samples to give out to people, and that's just going to grow your business.
Samples is key.
Totally.
I sign up many customers and distributors by being kind, sending a card. And I know for sure in the beginning, I really couldn't afford to be doing it, but investing in my business, like when I joined, my dad's like, you need to get this and this. He's like, you need to invest in your business in order for it to happen. People join the business and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to spend any money. And I get it. I totally get it. I'm not saying you need to go spend $5 million, to go do that. But what I am saying is when you're buying the product and you're running your website, and it's kind of like a gym membership. If you get a free gym membership, you're not really going to go. Like whatever, it's free. But if you're spending money on it, it's going to force you to go, right? This business, I mean, I still buy product every month. I run my eSuite, Jay's eSuite. I don't really have to run his because I know where everyone is and everything. But I still do because I'm like, I don't know. I just do. You don't have to. Yes, projected volume. Chelsea, can you explain a little bit about that? You guys talk a lot about that.
So whenever, and by the way, the 400 volume, that's your GB, your group volume. So group sales, that comes from like your team. So if you're a 400, then you're in the 400 club. Woohoo. And if you're promoting, everybody that you're promoting with has to be 400 volume, okay? At least. And then commission qualified. Unless they're just a 400 spot, then they don't have to be commission qualified. But say if you're going Ruby and somebody's going executive, they have to be commission qualified, right? Does that make sense? Anyways, I know somebody was mentioning that, but anywho, so going forward, like pulling projected volume, simply put, just go to your eSuite, go to reports, go to Tree Viewer on the left, and then you can click the option, show loyal customers. I think that's what it says. And then loyal customers, I think, will show up in blue under every distributor you have. So what you want to do is just simply go through and see when those customers' orders are going to run. So have your chart in front of you. If you're going for executive, you have 2 distributors on your team. Okay, so go to those distributors' names, which they'll pop up in black, I believe. The customers underneath that in blue, click on them, see when their order's supposed to run. Make sure it hasn't canceled, of course. See if they've changed the order. And just kind of like tally up all of the volume. So say if somebody's ordering hair, skin, and nails, 33 volume, maybe they have 2 hair, skin, and nails being ordered. That's 66 volume right there. So take 66 away from 400. That's your projected volume. So now you know where volume needs to go to make a 400 spot. Does that make sense? You just kind of do the math. But that's projected volume. And I say projected because it can change. They could order something else, right? And do the same thing for the next distributor in your chart. And I do this on the first of the month every time. Okay, just because it gives me, a better roadmap of where I should be placing LCs and where I need to help people and do things in order to promote and help the team promote. Okay, so that's just kind of something, so you're not going at it blind and just kind of aimlessly placing people. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's perfect. And another thing that Chelsea and I were talking about earlier is I'm all about helping people, but it's also good to teach people how to fish, right? Tanya's like, yeah, it's true. One of the worst things you can do for someone is doing it for them. Trust me. I've been there. I've helped people so much. And then, so the biggest thing, you guys, is I love that I joined my business and I didn't really have an upline and I had to figure it out on my own. Of course I had Steph and Jackie and, I bugged them lots, but if you do it for them, like if I go to Sally, I give her all these customers and distributors, I get her to Ruby and Diamond. Yeah, great that she got the Diamond, but it's going to fall apart, right? You want people to get distributors. You want that next person to get a distributor. You want that person to get a customer. And like I said, you don't have to get 30 distributors and customers a month. You just have to follow the steps to success. If you're bringing in 4 customers and 3 distributors, your next person's getting, 4 customers and a couple distributors, and you're all kind of working together. You can promote quick. Like I said, I got to Diamond quick and I was working with some girls and they were pushing hard too. So just because you're promoting to Ruby or Emerald or Diamond, think of the people on your team who are also going to promote too. Like you guys know, my next goal is ambassador. Chelsea's is presidential. I mean, a lot of you guys have big goals wherever you're going, but in order for those promotions to happen, other promotions happen, right? And to me, my biggest goal is helping the team promote, and then I just get to where I am, right? It just happens. But when you are helping your team promote and work their business and helping them with, you know, and again, if you, yes, exactly. I like what you just said there, Tara. Yes, because how are they going to learn? You want to fight the fight yourself. Yeah, I mean, so many people come in, and Tanya like did a really great post today saying, you know, how people blame their uplines and stuff, right? Like, I forget exactly what you wrote, but it was so good. Like, people come into this business. You guys, I had a girl join and during the 999, and I didn't get back to her within a couple hours. And she's like, well, I have no help. And she says, you know, and I had help, another girl had helped her on the team. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, it takes me a while sometimes to get back to people. And she's like, well, you know, I don't have enough help here. And I'm like, well, we have the team pages. We have your training. Have you done the training? And she wanted to blame everything on me. And I was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, if she's going to quit before she even starts, she wasn't serious about the business, right? Yeah, you guys, look what Tan just put in the comments. If you quit, it works because your leader didn't help you, then it's not your leader that's the problem, it's you. You didn't join the business for your leader. Be resourceful, be self-aware, take responsibility for your own business. Exactly. Work with the people who want to work. Mm-hmm. I love Renessa Brown, you guys, Ronnie Brown, and she's like, great story. I love her. You know, she had a baby very young. She was a single mom. I mean, I love people who hustle and just get it. And I get that a lot of people have jobs, kids, responsibilities. I totally get that. I get it. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, and like Chelsea said, everybody's story and journey is different, right? But you guys, the biggest thing is you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, nobody will take you seriously. Nobody. Exactly. And Tan, you're always consistent. You're always working it. Don't let your why be your excuse. Good job, Christy. Who did you learn that from? It's your business. Exactly. Right? Like, you know, now you guys, when I have girls on the team, we have contests, we have promotions, we have things happen. You know, no one ever had to send me a gift when I went diamond, double, triple presidential. I never got anything. But I buy gifts for my girls because I appreciate, I'm not saying you guys all have to buy gifts for everybody. I'm not saying that. Because there's a lot of ambassadors that say you shouldn't have to buy people gifts to do their job. It's true, to do their business, right? I just do it because I appreciate, yes, be consistent, but be you. Exactly. So you shouldn't have to do things for people to work their business. I just do it because I love you guys and I just like to give. That's my love language. Yeah. And if you go triple diamond, you get a Louis Vuitton. So go triple diamond. But, you know, anything else you wanted to say, Chelsea? And then if anyone had any questions, I don't know what time it is because my daughter has my phone.
It's right at.
Oh, wait, I can check on my computer. Duh. 9 o'clock. Whoa, you guys. My brain.
It's okay.
My brain.
No, I mean, just dig deep, guys. You know, we all have the time, but we have to be very real with ourselves. You know, take that look in the mirror and say, what is my why? You have to, you know, like your kids are worth it. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. Your freedom is worth it. You know, the income's great as you grow in this business. Yes. But the freedom of time is literally the bomb. Like, awesome. And all of you guys can have that. So, why not you? You know, we have to get out of our own heads, dive into self-development, utilize the training pages, and just become the best version of you because things are about to explode.
Yeah.
Conference time, like things are gonna explode. And then the Black Friday deals.
And
yeah, keep planting those seeds because these deals are gonna be insane.
And one thing I was going to add to that is that if you guys are working to promote this month, maybe you need 3 distributors, maybe you need 2 distributors and customers and volume. I mean, if you need help, go to your upline and, you know, because everybody wants everyone to promote, obviously, right? But, you know, if you have a question or you're not sure who needs where or what for you to promote to Ruby or Emerald or Diamond, we have so many of you guys so close to Diamond. It's crazy. And I went executive to Diamond in 1 month. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you know how that happened? I had these girls who joined my business. And I helped them get people. They helped get people. They got people. And then I had my Ruby, and then she was working, and we were all working together. And that's how we promoted. So I went executive to Diamond in 1 month. So if you're looking at people right now and you have people on your team that aren't working, don't worry about it. If you have 1 or 2 people on your team working, that's all you need. You know, we have a team of almost, I don't even know, like, I think there's like 9,000 people. Well, do you guys see 9,000 people on here? No. But the thing is, what I'm saying is you only need 5 people to go ambassador, right? And then you need a couple people on their teams, and then a couple people on their teams. And I mean, when I look at my ambassador chart, you know, it's not scary anymore because I get it now. I get it. A lot of people are still learning that, and I get it because I'm still learning. But you just have to get to work. Exactly. Nose to the grindstone. Yes. I love you, Tan. Maybe because your name's Tan too.
It's true though. You know, you've got so many hours in the day, and you have this device that allows you to lay in bed and work. You know what I mean? You can be in the bathroom and put a post up. Like, come on. There's been no better time than now to build a business online.
Exactly.
I don't care how busy you are. If you want it, you'll be up. You sleep 3 hours. That's it. You know, there are times I have 3 hours sleep. I go.
I know. And you know what else about that? What I was going to forget, I wanted to tell you guys, a girl on our Double Diamond Up page was asking how quickly someone went double diamond. And double diamond is like, seriously, double diamond was like, whoa, life-changing, okay? Because I got a bonus, and, you know, Chelsea knows that anyone who's double diamond, it's a life-changing. I mean, diamond to high diamond is really great too. But you go double diamond, you can start getting 5 figures a month, right? So this girl on our Double Diamond Up page, it's Denise's page. This girl, her name's Emma Orchard. She lives in the UK. I'm just friends with her just from Facebook, and she and I have become friends. She's, I think, a triple now. I think she's triple now. I'm not sure. But someone was asking how quickly someone went double diamond. And she went double diamond in, I think, 4 months, working full time, 3 kids, single mom. I was like, whoa. And the biggest thing that she said that she did was she pre-planned her posts. You know, the night before, I write stuff down in my notes on my iPhone all the time of posts I want to do. And so when it's ready for me to post, I don't use those automatic posts because I just like to be on my phone, as you guys know. But if you think of something, write it, like, get your posts ready for the next day. It doesn't have to take you long. So that's what she did. She posted at lunch hour. She connected with potentials at lunch, after work, at dinner when she was getting her kids ready for school or bedtime or whatever. And you know what? She got to double diamond, and she quit her job, you know, because she was making a good paycheck. I think she said her first double diamond. I talked to her yesterday. I forget what she said. I think her first paycheck was like $8,000. And that's amazing. Like, I worked for someone else and I made $35,000 a year working my butt off for someone else. And now I make more than that in a month, you know? So to me, it's like, people think that working a couple years to build a business is not worth it, yet they're okay to grind it out for 40, 50 years, you know, for someone else, you know? And it's just the mentality. You have to come in and realize that this business is life-changing, but you have to put in the work. You know, if something's not working, stop doing it. That's another thing. You know what I mean? You got to find out what works for you and run with it. Because what I do might not work for Chelsea. What Chelsea does might not work for me, you know? You know, I know a lot of the girls do vendor events and parties, and I'm excited to do this party tomorrow. I won't know anyone except for the 2 girls on the team that I'm going with. But stop doing things if they're not working. If you have been running for a promotion and it's not happening, I mean, I know I've been ready for ambassador, you know, for 6 months, but my team's not ready there. I'm not ready for it to happen because I want it to happen the right way. I want everyone to get there and have a strong team. You know what I mean? It's not about me. It's about my diamonds going double. It's about my doubles going triple. It's about triples going presidential, right? So, you know, I know I don't like lives either. Oh, Chelsea, when are we going to do our live? Chelsea and I are going to go live for like an hour and just talk about business, and we're going to do it together. Oh my God. You guys, I hate lives. You guys know that. But what we're going to do is you guys can pop on and share it, and then we'll get more views, and then we can help with potentials.
Are you going to wear the filter on your face?
I'm going to wear the mouth. No, I'm just going to go just like this. Put filter on your, oh yeah, you can do like a mouse on your face.
Yeah, or like an astronaut. Oh, that's funny.
No, I'm not going to do an astronaut. You guys, I don't like lives, but I know I can talk to anyone. I'm good at talking with people, but I just don't like doing lives. I don't know why. Maybe I don't care what people think, yet I do. We all do, right? I just don't like doing them. It's something I need to get over. I look really tired during the day. I had to wash my hair, you guys, tonight just to get on this. I didn't have to, but I just did.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so Chelsea, I know you do lives, and I think they're wonderful, but you do them more for the team, right? I don't understand how doing lives, like socially, like, across the realm is like a positive thing, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't watch them. I'm usually at work or I'm doing something, and I don't have time to just stop and listen to these lives.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when Chelsea does them, I can go back and watch
right,
them on our
Chelsea?
pages, and they're amazing.
Thank you.
And anybody else, Robin and everybody else's too. But like when people just go live, different companies, like I have a lot of friends that are in different companies on Facebook, and they do lives. I'm like, I can't just like stop what I'm doing and watch their live.
Right.
So explain to me how these lives are life-changing.
So statistically, what they've come out with is saying that live is essentially what people are watching now instead of like reality TV. And whenever you do it, what's happening is it's going to trigger the algorithm. Say you get a lot of interaction. There's different ways that you should do a live, actually. They say one of the best things you can do is like announce, oh, well, I'm going to go live tonight. Like join me and we're going to do, I don't know, an unboxing of something, or watch me do my makeup, whatever the person's doing, right? And that's going to create interaction. And whenever that happens, it's actually triggering the algorithm. And then whenever people are commenting, it's like, oh, this is a person of interest. Like more people are going to see that post. And when people go back and watch it, it still triggers it. So basically, it's about 70% more like interaction than just a post. So that's kind of like something they've come out with, since that feature is fairly new. And also whenever you use the new features on social media, they like when you do that too.
Yeah, Tanya.
So it doesn't have to be watched live. It can be watched later and
Correct.
still get the same effects.
Exactly. So
Okay.
sometimes if you ever watch one, some people, and I do this too, they'll say, well, if you watch the replay, #replay, that's because you're still going to get interaction from those people commenting, right? And then the algorithm is still going to get tripped up from it. And they're going in a good way, though, in a good way. So no, but I'm totally like you. Like if you see so many lives and you're in the middle of something, like I'm driving down the road, I can't watch a live,
Mhm.
but you totally can. Yeah, you can totally go back and still get that same interaction.
Yeah, because I do that all the time. I like all these things come across there, like live videos. And I just flip it up because I can't just like play it all the time.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
But I answered your question.
but yeah, I can go back and watch yours, and I can go back and watch Robin's, and I can go back and watch Tannis's when she
Yeah.
is rare. But
You know
yeah,
what?
so I
The
just
thing
wanna
is,
break the
you know
big-
what else? Sorry, thank you. Sorry, I meant to just say something or else I forget, you guys. Sorry, it's just my brain. I don't mean to interrupt. My brain just doesn't work. Another thing, Cindy, so the last big live I did, I forget, but I had a lot of people liking it who I never get them liking or hopping on. People I never would have expect to like or comment or even hop on. Like there are people watching you. That's why social media, you guys, is your platform for your life and your business. When you are negative, when you are talking about stupid stuff, when you're talking about, like, think about it this way. If you watch someone as soon as I see someone post something that's negative or stupid, I unfollow them, I delete them. Like people don't want to join someone in a business that is just being stupid. I'm sorry, you guys. And there are people on our team that do it, and it actually drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because these are the people that usually need it too. And sorry, I'm getting upset about this because you know what? It bothers me because this girl or this guy or whoever might need it, and they're complaining and they're like miserable. And then an hour later, oh, join my team. No, I'm not going to join your team. I am not going to join your team, right? Because people need hope. People need, like, it's okay to talk about your struggles. Absolutely. But when you're complaining about, gosh, I complain about stuff all the time. I don't put it on social media. I had a horrible 3 days. No one would know by looking at my social media, because why do I need to air my dirty laundry? It's just if I change my mood and put out something positive, if I just put out negative stuff, I'm going to feel negative. I'm just going to feel like garbage. I mean, we're all going through stuff, right? So you got to be very mindful of what you post on social media. You know, politics, anything against race or gender or, sexuality, anything, don't offend people, because you have to be careful when you own your own business, it's just, yes, I'm going to go live tomorrow. Because I know when I do go live, I do get, So Chelsea, what day should we do that? Sunday maybe? Jay was saying a good day is Thursday or Sunday. Sunday night, everybody's home.
True.
They're watching football and they're scrolling on their Facebook. Yeah. And the biggest thing is, you guys, is people are afraid to ask questions. People are afraid to, to connect with you because they're thinking you're going to pounce all over them and make them join. So we have to offer that hope and show people what we're doing without being, salesy and, silly about it,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true, Tara, too. There are some just negative people on Facebook, and I don't want those people on my team, honestly. When I see negative people and their potentials, I'm like, oh, look at people's social media. Look at them and think, I look at people's social media as people I meet and wonder if they'll be a good candidate for this business, or, I don't want any negative people who are saying bad things about other races or, sexes. I just hate stuff like that. I am just so against stuff like that. I don't want people. You can be, you can pick and choose who you want on your team. You don't have to do interviews, but you don't need to have people that you don't necessarily want to work with. That's the cool thing about this business. We get to choose who we work with,
mm-hmm. If somebody wants to sign up, sure, sign them up.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is the people, we've all signed those negative people, right? And then they just end up being negative in the business, and it's never their fault, or they just don't do anything. So, it is what it is. But signing them up, it still does benefit you, obviously. Yeah. But, who knows?
And some people might change too.
Yeah.
I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm always happy to work with someone who needs my help, because I know a lot of people are in really dark places. I get it, because I was one of those people, but I never put stuff on Facebook. I just never did that. I don't know. I'm like, why do people care if I'm having a shitty day? Why should I make someone else have a shitty day? That's not fair.
Yeah.
I have to be careful. My daughter's sitting here right now, but it's okay. She's heard that word. Stay away from emotional vampires.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny, Christy. Thanks, Christy. Does anyone have anything else they wanted to talk about? I just really, I know I don't like to do Zooms all the time, because I know we always have, a lot of you guys do them with your team. I know we have Denise's, and we always have stuff going on. And I always think, sometimes when you're doing so much training and stuff, there's not enough time for work. So I don't think you need to do them all the time, but I like to every now and then just do a big one like this. And congratulations again, Trudy. I know you have to go. Your baby's so cute. And Friday is my second favorite F word. Thank you guys so much. Does anyone have anything else quickly that they wanted to ask or share, or anything about the Instagram? I'm going to share that again up on the Facebook, on the page. I did something last week that really, really helped me. It's really, really working for me. But I've been spending a lot of time on it too. Chelsea's Instagram is really, all you guys have a lot of you guys have really good Instagrams, but you have to get your followers up. That's the biggest thing.
Tanya Brindle, y'all. She's awesome. She's got a very good Instagram.
Bring value, guys.
Awesome. Yeah.
Bring value.
Use good pictures too.
Bring value. Now, what I do now is, if I see somebody posting something on social media that I know I have an answer to, I'm in their inbox. Mm-hmm. Not about it works. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah. I just mean life in general. If I see somebody who thinks their kid's got the chicken pox and I know that ain't what it is, I'm jumping in their inbox. Why? Because I'm bringing value to them.
Yeah.
They're like, this girl, who is this girl? Who all of a sudden is in my inbox. Maybe I've never spoken to them before, but I'm bringing value to them.
Yeah.
Same as Instagram, same thing. You've got to be bringing value to people before you can offer them anything. What are you bringing to them? It's not about what they're bringing to you. It's got to be what you're giving to them. So think about that when you're building relationships with people, because that's really key, you guys. Value. What is it? What are you bringing to the table? It's not about the sale, right? So
Yeah,
what are you
exactly.
bringing to those relationships? There's got to be something else. So if you're seeing people posting, you know, and asking questions, even if it's product related, jump in their inbox. You know,
Be a friend.
if you see somebody wanting to grow their hair out, don't worry about it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just ask.
And just be a friend about it. Yeah. You don't have to.
Yeah. What are they going to say?
I'm just a
No.
friend to people. I'm. You know.
I don't get it, right? You got it. The power is in the ask, you guys. It really is. And all you've got to do is just get over yourself and do it. And once you do that, it's actually really easy, and you get thicker skin and you get less offended. Instagram is wonderful. If you're not there yet, you need to be.
Yeah.
Because every 16-year-old, 17-year-old teenager is on Instagram. So in 2 years, when those people are joining multi-level marketing businesses, where do you think they're working? Not Facebook, not Snapchat, Instagram. So you've got to be thinking about that too. That's the new platform, you guys. It really is. And that's why it's more like Snapchat.
More countries.
Ooh, right?
Latin America,
Podcasts,
Mexico,
stuff like that's coming.
Asia.
Audio. You guys are talking about not rewatching lives. Things are changing again, right? So you're going to see people are going to want more audio. It's about being able to listen in the car, on the go, while you're cooking dinner for your family. You're going to see a huge shift in social media yet again. It's coming. So watch for it, but get on Instagram. That's where it's at, you guys. That is the new platform. If you're not there, you need to be. And yes, it's going to take time to build your following, but you know what? In 2 years from now, you'll be like, oh man, I'm so glad I did that.
So glad I listened to Tan.
35K, right? Or something. No, really though.
I know. It's exciting.
True.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
I
this
hit
is cool.
3,000 and I was so
We are
excited.
living in a really cool time. It really is cool, right?
Yeah.
So when you embrace that and you think, all right, let's just get to work. I mean, it's limitless, really.
But make sure you're doing it correctly, you guys. I know a lot of you guys, don't waste your time if you're not doing it correctly.
Yes.
I've seen people asking me for about 3-4 months now. I don't understand. I say, okay, well, go find out. Go get, if it's been 4 months, why don't you understand yet? Like, you know, they keep doing the same thing. So, and not getting results from it, right? So, you have to learn in this business, you know, take our advice, you know.
You really got to like the grind.
Yeah. You really
do.
You have to be
You
obsessed
gotta
with
failing. You got to like screwing up. You know what I mean? You got to be able to take those hits. Big deal. Does it pay off 5 years from now? You better bloody believe it, right? So who cares?
Exactly.
Who cares? Just get to work. If that's what you want, if that's really what you want, is to make 6-figure, 7-figure, you know what I mean? If you want to make those big money, you're going to have what? Work 3 hours a day? No, that's unrealistic. So if you want 10 grand a month, 50 grand a month, go to work.
Yeah.
That's it.
You can do it. You can totally do it. I mean, you can do it. You can do it in a year from now. You can make 50 grand a month. I mean, I've seen people promote quickly in this business. I've seen people might take them a little while, but when they get it, boom, you know, so it doesn't matter. Don't worry what everyone else is doing. Focus on what you are doing. You know what I mean? It didn't matter that my upline didn't work this business. All I knew is that I wanted to make 5 figures a month. Then I wanted to make 20. Then I wanted to make 30. Then I wanted to make 40. And you know what? It's not about the money. It's about, you know, the freedom of time and helping more people. Like, our team has grown, and it just keeps growing every single month. And then there are going to be people, some people, where nothing's happening in their business. But guess what? A lot of those people who commented on the thread from yesterday asking questions about their business, none of them are on this Zoom tonight. None of them. Maybe a couple of them are. I'm not going to say all of them. I shouldn't say all of them. That's not fair. But there are a lot of people who come to me, none of them are on here right now, and they say nothing's happening in their business, but I a lot of them I don't even know, because I know everybody on here. Holly, come here. I know everybody on here. I see you guys on the pages. I see your posts on Facebook. I see you bettering yourselves. I see you really trying and working and learning, right? But the people, oh, my phone died. Heaven forbid. But the people who are just, you know, like I said, like are blaming everybody else that this isn't working, but they're not putting in the work, right? They'll say, oh, I'll do it when I feel like it. You can't work this business when you feel like it, right? You can't. I mean,
well, you can, but you're going to make a little, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
You can't say that when you get your paycheck, right? I see Caroline and Danette, you guys have your hands raised. Did you guys want to ask something, or did that just happen? I don't know. I'm not sure. Danette, Caroline? I don't know if that just happened. Both your hands are like raised like a teacher. So like asking a teacher. Did you guys want to ask something? No? Okay, maybe that just happened. But the biggest thing is, you guys, be consistent, be excited, be passionate, be coachable, be like, want to work with your leaders. Like, I do not chase people. I message people. If I don't hear back from them, if they don't want my help, like I have to move on, right? And then some of you I talk to every single day. So, oh, you forgot to lower your hand. Did you want to ask something, Danette? All right, Cindy's selling coffee. Meow, she says. you and Harley and your cats.
Well, hopefully this weekend, us Canadians get coffee.
Canadians, we're going to have an announcement this week, okay?
Well, I'm at boot camp on Friday night, babe. Boot camp Friday night.
It's going to be good. But does anyone have anything else quick? I know See, I like Zooms like this. They're fun, you guys. You know, we are a family. You know, I remember joining and, you know, having no distributors, no customers, and getting on a Zoom and feeling like, oh my God, right? But you can change anything. You can go from executive to diamond in a month. Who's going diamond this month? There's more of you that need to be raising your hand. But that's okay. Cindy's like having a dance party in her house. But so many of you are so close. Like I was looking through my charts today. I know where everybody is that works their business, you know. But so many of you guys are so close. Well, and you know, think about it. If you're, you know, close to Ruby right now, you can go diamond in a couple months. You know, you can do it. But do
one good party.
Yeah.
Belly to belly.
I did. That month I went diamond, and I talk about it lots because I did lots of parties. I was calling people. I was connecting with people. I was doing online. I did a couple of vendor events, and it just all came together. And then I was like, oh my God, I got a $10,000 bonus. You know, same thing for double. You know, double took longer, but I got there. And then once I got double, I went triple like in 2 months after that, right? So it all just came together because I just kept working towards it, right? And I know for Chelsea and I were talking about this, you know, she didn't, you know, when she went diamond, boom, 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 she went double right away, right? So it took me longer to go double, but I got quicker to diamond. It took her longer to get to diamond, but she got double quickly. So it doesn't matter where you are. Like, who cares if you've been sitting at a rank, or maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you're just getting going. You can make anything happen. You can make anything change. You can wake up tomorrow and be like, whoa, I'm a diamond. I'm promoting. Because I'm telling you guys, in the new year, when they announce the bonuses, you're going to wish you put in that work. Yep. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bonus. You guys can all get bonuses on it. I want you guys all to get bonuses.
We're like Oprah. You get a bonus.
You get a car. You get
a bonus. You get a bonus.
You get a bonus, you know? But you have to put in the time, grind it out. What we do is fun. Like I love talking to, you know, I mean, most of the people who message me. Yeah, most of the people who message me, I love talking to. Everybody on the team is really great. But I don't like talking to the people who message me to complain about everything. You know, because you know what, then I get in a down mood, right? It's hard, right? You know, we're there for you. We're there to lean on each other and cry and laugh and everything with, but it's hard when you get the same people complaining and draining you. It's hard to help people like that, right? So they have to help themselves first, right? So yes, you are, Danette. Nicole. Oh, I like the Coco, Nicole. I like that.
Can I just add something really quick before we pop off? I know I've been on for a while. So the first time I got a 5-figure check, it was ironic because that same, like, I don't know, it was maybe a few days before or after, there was you know how we do those pictures with like everybody in like a little collage or whatever. Yeah. Well, it was all the people that were with me going Ruby and going Emerald. None of those people were in the business. It was probably 6 or 7 people. Yeah. None of them were in the business anymore. And I just thought, I was like, holy crap, what happened if I would have quit because they quit? And then I was staring at this 5-figure check. Like I was crying my eyes out. I was like, this is like, this happened. This happened. And what would have happened if I just would have allowed their failure or their walking away, you know, be detrimental to me? Exactly. Like it was just crazy. And it was such a realization. So that's the thing, y'all, like if people have walked away in your business, if people have quit, like who cares? Because as long as you keep grinding it out, just like Tanya said, you keep grinding it out, like it's going to pay off and you're going to keep bringing in these people that are meant to be in your life that you're just going to help so much just by teaching them and being that leader to them. So it's going to happen.
And it's hard when people go, but you know what? It happens.
Yeah.
You know, we had a girl on Chelsea's team who was wonderful and she just, boom, was gone.
Yep.
You know, and I was upset too. She was a friend of mine. She became a friend of mine. But you know what? You can't take it personally. You can't. And, you know, it sucks when stuff like that happens, but it happens. You know, you just have to keep moving forward because if you're a business owner, you have to realize that you're going to have those things happen. But I want you guys to remember that you guys can make any promotion happen. You just have to believe that you can do it and take consistent daily action. Don't be consistent and then take, you know, 5 steps back and then wonder why you can't get there. You know, just, you know, believe that you can do it. And that's the biggest part, you know.
Dreaming is just that, you guys. Dreaming. Dreaming. It's just that. Dreaming. If you don't put massive action behind that, that's all it is, you guys. Just a dream. Just a wish, really.
Exactly. Well, I want to thank you guys all for being on here tonight. I really appreciate it. And, you know, we have a really special team, you guys. You know, there was up to 40 something on here tonight. They all popped off. They're like, these girls are crazy. Late. My kid's running around downstairs doing God. I don't know what she's doing. She's not
watching. Is Jay at hockey or is he home?
Yeah, Jay's at hockey, of course.
Yeah.
I had her in bed watching My Little Pony, thinking she'd fall asleep, but that didn't happen. So that's okay. I don't know what she's doing downstairs. She's fine. But I appreciate you guys. I want you guys to know that if you really dig down deep and you really need this and you really want this, but the biggest thing is, I know I say it over and over again, and I watch myself do it sometimes too. Stop doing things that aren't working for you. Change what you're doing, okay? Because you're not going to get to that next promotion if you keep doing the same thing that's not getting you to where you want to go, okay? So, and I know the past couple months, and I said it on a Zoom the other night, I stopped doing some of the things that got me to my promotions. And boom, as soon as I realized it and changed it, I started signing customers and I have all these potential distributors. You know what I mean? So just because you guys see, you know, Chelsea or myself or anyone, you know, who's gone up the ranks and stuff, it doesn't mean, I know a lot of ambassadors who like, you know, rely on their team to do everything. I mean, I'm not one of those people. I'm always working, but I need to realize that I need to follow my steps to success. I need to bring in customers and distributors, help those people. And then it's not hard what we do. It's not easy, but you just have to grind it out. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, I don't like sprints anyway. Love you guys. Thanks so much for coming on tonight. I'll post the recording for the people who couldn't make it on tonight. And sorry, that wasn't coming across me. You guys, I get on every family call Sunday night. I get on I do miss some of the Show Me the Money calls just because I'm either at swimming with Harlan or I get on Denise's Power Hour. But you guys, the Show Me the Money call, those are great. And we've had a couple girls on our team. A couple of the girls, myself, who've been on the show. A lot of us been on the Show Me the Money call, and it's good hearing people's stories. There's a lot of great stories out there. You know, not everybody is like rags to riches, or you know, everybody has a different story. So share your story. if you need help figuring out what your story is, maybe I'll post something on the page tomorrow. We can all talk about our stories.
Hey, Tanis.
Yes.
It's Cara. Sorry to
I
bug
know.
you.
I know who you are. Hi, Cara. I love you.
I just wanted to ask you, Chelsea and Tan, you know how you guys were, like, you're talking about stories, so it's perfect. Is it okay that we share your guys' stories? Like, obviously you don't copy and, like, we
Of
would take your
course.
picture and your words and we'd say, you know, something to blurb, but
Of
we can share your
course.
stories.
Of course.
Okay.
I
I just
love
wanted
when
to
people
ask
do that.
permission.
I do that, and I need to start doing that. Actually, I was about to make a post yesterday or 2 days ago. I was going to make a post about Denise saying she was like, you know, retired psychologist. And then she had tagged us in this thing about the fierce that I forget that post I did. I forget. I don't even remember. But if I don't do
Fearfully and wonderfully made, Tanis.
yes, fearfully and wonderfully made. I already know that. So I don't
You
need
need more greens. You need more greens.
I need a new brain, but I can't buy a new brain. So
Not yet. Not yet.
oh.
Cara, you know how you could share it? You could kind of do it how Pam does, like the Caught in the
Matt,
Adventure.
come here.
Do it like that. Basically.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's kind of what she does, right? Like she'll see like a leader's post that inspires her that she wants to share, and then same scenario. You know what I mean?
Buy stories, you guys. Share stories. Share other people's success.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I love doing
Man,
that.
I love
can
reading
start
that
doing
stuff,
too.
right?
To clarify,
Totally.
don't click the
And I
share.
love all your stories. They're so different.
Sorry, what'd you say, Chelsea?
I was gonna say don't click the share button because
Yes, you guys don't do that. I
Don't
see
do
so many
that.
people do the share button. Don't do that.
don't click the share because you don't want people to get like what's the word I'm looking for, redirected to their page, and then they'll join them. You know what I mean? Like don't do that. But copy and paste, like, and put in parentheses.
Make your own words, and there are a lot of girls who just copy and paste people's posts. Don't do that.
No stories. Just do it like Pam
Stories,
does.
take the blur.
I don't mind if people change up what I post, but you have to change it up. Otherwise, honestly, you're just giving another person business because of how the algorithm works. It's going to pop back basically to that person. Okay, so make your own posts. Be thoughtful. Be kind. Be real. Be you. And you know when people do a post. I see when people put up a post and it doesn't sound like them. I'm like, oh, that person copied and pasted. That person copied and pasted. People know you. People who really know you. You guys, I have some girls who joined. I know these girls who just joined this other business, and they literally, all of them, they all copy and paste everything. Like I'll see this, 3 girls, they all copy and paste the same thing, and I'm like, oh my god, all day long, every day, they all copy and post the same thing with this one business. And they just don't know, you know, and it's not my place to say anything, but just make your own post. So, all right, you guys, love you guys. I'll have this up as soon as possible. I got to get my little one to bed. I don't know what she's doing down there. I'm scared. Thanks, guys. Tomorrow night, Chelsea has an online event. We're going to do the live. We'll talk about that probably Sunday night. I'll post on the page so you can click on it. Because when you click on it, you know, your network will see it, and then we want to get a lot of like shares and views on it. It's going to help the entire team. And then Monday night, Mike is doing a Zoom just with our team, Mike Patillo, and so that'll be really good. I've been trying to get him on since September, but he's been busy, so I'm excited for that. So I've never actually met him ever, but I've met everybody else but him, so I'm excited for that. So thank you guys. If you guys ever need anything, please come to the team pages, the chats. You know, you guys know if you guys are ever in a struggle with something, maybe you didn't move a distributor or customer in time, you guys know I have my BAM. I'm always happy to help. But please, let's try and use the team pages, the chats, and your direct uplines, because it's hard if you're all going, you know, we want to try and find out the answers for ourselves, okay? So, love you guys. Did anyone take a picture? It's okay.
I took one, but it wasn't good. It was like blurry.
We'll take one with Mike. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Everybody grab your phone.
What?
Everybody grab your phones. Are you guys taking your photo? Take the picture.
We should take a picture, you guys.
Yeah, you should.
Well, we had like 40 people on. We had like 40 people on earlier, so that's okay.
So what? Who cares?
Okay.
You got to show up to go up. Here's the ones that show up and stay.
Yeah. Who's taking a picture? Anyone, or should I take a picture?
You can too. Why don't you all do it? Smile. Done.
Oh, I'm gonna take a picture too, guys. Thanks, guys. Love you guys, and I'm
Bye,
excited
guys.
to see
Thanks for
everybody's
being-
promotions. Bye.